Are you looking for an online business idea you can start this week with no fancy tools, no big budget, and no complicated tech? Not some hyped up side hustle that makes pennies. Well, I know what I'm talking about because I've generated tens of millions of dollars from online businesses. So I'm talking about 5 real profitable online businesses that you can start right now and that build into long-term scalable businesses that you can sell in the future. And here's the best part. One of these online business ideas is the fastest way I know to make money online, especially if you need cash coming in quickly. Let's start with what I believe is the best long-term business idea, building your own e-commerce brand, and it can be much easier than you think. Now, this isn't a get-rich-quick path. Well, it could be, but this is a business model that's about building assets, a brand that you can grow, scale, and potentially sell for a lot of money. There are a few ways you can go about it. First, you can source existing products using platforms like Alibaba or maybe local suppliers to negotiate small initial order quantities. Now, don't believe the myth that you need to order thousands of units to begin with. Many small suppliers are very happy to do low MOQs, that's minimum order quantities, if you negotiate with them. So ignore the MOQs, look it up online and send them a message to see if they'll accept your lower quantities. And they often will, that's certainly my experience at least. Alternatively, you can create your own product. This might take you longer, but it can lead to much higher margins and a stronger brand loyalty. You might need to validate your idea first though, create prototypes, test it with a small group, and then scale it up once you know it works. People overcomplicate e-commerce and often procrastinate before giving up. You don't have to. Sites like Shopify make setting up your store ridiculously easy. You can have a store live in under an hour. But here's the reality check. While e-commerce is a great long-term play, it can take time to build traffic and get your first customers. Although if you have the right product, it can blow up. But that's the exception, unfortunately not the rule. That's certainly my experience at least. That's why the next business model is perfect for getting going right now and getting money coming through the door quickly. So for the next online business idea, let's talk about selling other people's stuff. Whether you call it drop shipping or affiliate marketing, partnerships, it's all basically selling other people's stuff, right? Whilst I believe you'll be better off long-term starting your own e-commerce brand, selling other people's stuff is often the go-to model for beginners because, well, look, you don't need to hold any inventory, you don't need to develop a product, and you can get started super quickly and really cheaply. But let me be honest, it's also massively saturated. But there is a way you can both stand out and develop a long-term business, just like having your own e-commerce brand, even if you start selling other people's stuff. Most beginners just sign up to some random affiliate network or start a drop shipping store and throw up 100 random products from AliExpress or Amazon. That's not the way to do it. Instead, pick a niche like a specific hobby sector or a specific problem-solving solution, or maybe a niche with passionate buyers. Then, rather than selling someone else's branded products, go about building your own brand by using white label suppliers for the products where you can. Label their product with your own brand. For example, with supplements, you can use something like Supplify, where you can rebrand loads of supplements and beauty products with your own brand. And they do all of the production and fulfillment with no minimums. You can then both benefit from trending products, but also go about building your own brand and creating value. That way, rather than just being some random person selling and building someone else's business, you are actually building your own business with its own value. When your business is super successful, then you can even stop using the third-party white label service and bring it in-house, increasing your profit margins. Or for an easy life, you might just leave it outsourced. Yes, you're technically still selling other people's stuff, but you're doing it in the smart way, building a brand and building a long-term business. So before you fall for yet another dropshipping guru's advice on YouTube, consider if this is a better way building your own brand. Now, talking of so-called gurus on YouTube, let's talk about one of the most overhyped online business ideas out there, print on demand. Now, before you sigh, hold on, wait, because I've got a secret here. You've probably seen the gurus on YouTube saying things like just upload some designs to Etsy and make some passive income whilst you sleep, it's super easy. Well, this is utter BS. Now look, print on demand can work, but not if you treat it like a lottery. You can absolutely succeed with print on demand, and here's how. First, you pick a niche. Whilst you can make short-term money chasing and selling the latest trending products, you will just end up constantly chasing everybody else and having no chance of a sustainable business. Instead, be smart about it. Don't try to sell to everyone. Choose a theme or a community like dog lovers, nurses, or fitness dads. Whatever it is, pick a niche and stick to it. Spend time creating great designs. Don't just throw up clip art. Use Canva or hire a designer on Fiverr and create designs that are unique. They can still be super easy and quick to do, but spend a bit more time than the next person making your designs unique. Be smart about your marketing. Post consistently. Yes, you can just list your products on Etsy, but you'll do better if you back it up with some marketing via social media or reaching out to influencers. This isn't a marketing video, right? But you get the idea. Be consistent. Do something every day that moves the needle. Don't just rely on Etsy. You never want to rely on one single platform. Etsy might get you started, but launch across a few different platforms. Now, you don't need to be everywhere, but hedge your bets. Launch your products on your own Shopify store and your own channel and your own social media so you get your own traffic. Launch your shop on TikTok or Amazon. Don't only rely on Etsy. Also, don't just create all of your marketing content in AI or using mock-ups. Order your product samples and take real photos with real people. Yes, you can just take your design and use a mock-up creator or some AI program, but they will look better and get better results if they are real. Most of all, remember, print on demand can be the starting point, but you want to build a brand, you want to build a company, and you want to build something you can sell in the future. So once it's big enough, begin building value in your company by building your own email list, your own social media channels, and consider moving into sourcing and fulfilling your own products when you have enough value. Sure, you can start with low overheads on Etsy or whatever, but keep the bigger picture in mind. Begin creating value. Now, for the next online business idea, let's talk about becoming a publisher. Now, specifically Amazon KDP, that's Kindle Direct Publishing. Now, you might think that it's only for authors, but here's the secret. There is a booming market for low content and medium content books. We're talking things like planners, journals, workbooks, trackers, puzzle books, coloring books, although you could, of course, do a full book as well. You can create these books using Canva or even AI tools. You don't need to write 100 pages of text. It can be very quick and very easy to do. You don't have to worry about printing or fulfillment. Amazon prints and ships the book for you. You get paid every time someone orders. The beauty of this model is that you don't have to hold any stock inventory, you don't get involved in shipping, and you don't even have to do customer service. How good is that? You create the book and that's it. Best of all, Amazon has huge reach, so does your marketing for you. It also meets my criteria of not relying on one single distribution channel. Whilst you might start on Amazon, you can build your own following via social media and use that for distribution too. If you're consistent, creative, and patient, you can build a serious passive income stream here. And again, like the others, you can scale this by building a brand, creating series of books, launching your own publishing website, and offering additional downloads or upsells. Now let's get to the fastest way to make money online. It's super simple, and it's coaching, consulting, or teaching something that you already know, and there are lots of variations on this type of business. People often dismiss this as they don't see it as an online business, but it absolutely can be. If I wanted to start an online business with no money, didn't have much time, and needed to make money fast, then this would be my go-to business idea. You might think this is an in-person business, but it's not. It can absolutely should be an online business. You might also dismiss this as selling your time for money. I get that. It's true, initially you might start by selling services or time for specific sums of money. Now that's not a downside, it's a positive, because by doing that it's quick to get cash coming in through the door, fast, which you can then use to leverage the business into a more sustainable business that doesn't rely on you trading your time for money. It's hands down the smartest and quickest type of online business to get started with straight away. Maybe you start with one-on-one clients to get cash coming through fast. But then you can quickly turn your knowledge into workshops or masterclasses. Perhaps you offer group coaching or memberships. You can create downloadable guides or mini courses. The opportunities are really endless with this type of business model. You also don't need to be a world-renowned expert. You just need to be a few steps ahead of your audience. And best of all, you can get started this week. Reach out to your network, offer value, and you could be signing up clients immediately. You can have your first paying client within days. I've seen it happen so many times over and over again. This is the business that not only brings in fast cash, it also allows you to build a personal or company brand, grow an audience, and transition into products, courses, or even events later on. Now, if I needed to make $1,000 or $2,000 in 7 days, this is 100% the business model that I'd start with. All right, then that's 5 great online business ideas you can start quickly and that you can build fast. If I was starting over, these are where I'd start. If you've been procrastinating and need help launching your business, I offer personal one-on-one strategy and breakthrough sessions every week, but I only do 1 session and I choose from the people who apply on my website. If you're interested in having someone help you get your business started right away, then check out the link in the description. And if you want a full guide to launching a business with little or no money, check out my book, The Zero Cash Startup. That's also linked in the description. If this video has helped you, please do hit like, leave a comment and subscribe so you don't miss future videos on how to grow and launch a business fast. I'm David Paul, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.